believe it's wheel time, isn't it?
I believe
we got to get
in
another
fact wheel
selection up
time.
there.
Let's get another wheel going here.
Now we added our draw from last time added another 2 or less to the wheel. So here we go.
Let's see what we got here. And we have, oh man,
The
M5. We're getting all the wacky ones out early today, folks. So this is the Sword M5. Now, Brent, what do you know about the Sword M5, if I may ask?
It is got some of the most annoying sound I've ever heard.
Yes, it does. We've had a lot of fun.
And thank you, Anthony Jarvis, for the selection.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun trying to figure out how exactly that you play the games on the Sword without wanting to kill yourself. So let me. But this is actually pretty good stuff on here. I think we picked a couple up. I think we picked a couple good ones here. So.
What are you going to pick for this game, Aaron?
You know, I'm going to pick, and I'll look through the old Sword here. I think I'm going to pick, it's tough. I'm going to pick the old Super Cobra. You know, I'm a sucker for the Super Cobra.
And you're just a sucker, so it works out well.
Now, that is uncalled for. That's a horrible thing to say, Timmy. Now, what do you know? We've never covered the
No, and I think even though we're featuring this as a wheel piece now, it will at some point go on for wheel proper and get us a full look so we can go into some of the history of it and whatnot. Because it does seem like an interesting machine. It was one I've never heard about, so I'd kind of like to learn some of its ins and outs, as it were.
Okay, I've got to get this set up for a second, so chat with the people, Brandy, while I get this thing
Blow
fired
them kisses?
up. That's right. That's exactly right. This one we will be, of course, we don't have a sword.
It's true.
I know it's disappointing as it is, and so we're going to have to run this one out of mess. So it's funny when you think you've got this stuff set up, and lo and behold.
What a mess.
Yeah. So they don't make it easy for anybody here. So give me 1 second here, and I will have this thing ready to go.
Now, anyone out there in chat even heard of this system before, the Sword M5? Because I have not, up until we were asking for suggestions, and this came across the desk, again, from Anthony Jarvis. I have never heard of this system, certainly never seen one in the wild. So it's one of those things where I went in completely unknowing and kind of picked what I could.
I think we are ready to rock and roll with a little Super Cobra action Jackson. I hope. And
oh, there it is.
There it is. So let me get us moved over here. And here we go, Super Cobra. Now, you know, little known fact, I owned a Super Cobra.
Yes.
For a time, Brenny.
I do recall that.
And so, I believe we can just fire this thing up here. We'll play a one player. We'll each try a round of it here, Brenny.
Oh, at least a few rounds, yeah. Super Cobra is one of those games that, to be honest, I was never a big fan of.
Why?
It was too much like everything else that was going on at the time. Those shooter types.
Yeah.
Never a. I mean, I enjoy them, and to be fair, Super Cobra is one of the best of these type of games.
And one of the earliest, I might add.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I never got into the whole blowing up fuel to refuel your plane. I thought that was always kind of silly.
Silly? Holy good God. Oh, whoa. This is difficult right away. Oh. Now, I'm liking this so far. This looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah. I don't know the palette limitations of the M5, but I think, it looks like it's, your basic, was it CGA graphics, but with an interesting palette.
It's got decent sound. I mean, it's not too bad. Oh, man, you got to go. Oh, good God.
I do like how the enemy is, they're not really firing rockets at you. They're lobbing them. Yeah, that was close.
Oh, good God.
You really need that fuel. Oh,
I
you
got
didn't
fuel.
get
I got
the
fuel. I got
You
fuel.
Don't
No.
have fuel.
Don't worry about that. This is all part of the plan. If I just get past this last rocket here, I'm in.
Can
Now,
they shoot them backwards? 100 miles.
I told you. This is where they just fill me right back up to full. Oh wait, the UFO level. Did you play this a lot? I mean, did you ever see this in the arcade?
No, I've never played this in the arcade.
Oh, I ran out of gas.
Ran out of fuel.
Not the first time that's happened to me. At least I made it 100 miles. Please don't make me start over. Okay. This is not an easy level, by the way. It's funny because, that's into me. Oh no, looks like I get extra. Oh my gosh, look at all the guys I've got.
Yeah.
So it gives you a ton.
They give you a generous portion of extra copters.
I really love this in the arcade. And part of it was the music. It gets it fires you up, and then I also love Scramble a ton. You know, do you remember Scramble?
I don't. I mean, I
don't remember. It's like this with a rocket ship.
Yeah,
basically.
I've played it. There's no question if I've played it or haven't played it. I just don't recall it.
I used to play it all the time in the arcade. I mean, you got to think these games are really old, and so this was like a pretty astounding graphically and level wise. I thought anyway back at the time. I was really impressed. Did you see that thing? That was tough to avoid right there.
I hate to tell you this, Aaron, but you missed the fuel again.
Well, I'm doing the best I can. It's hard. It's incredibly difficult.
I'm licking my chops to get a piece of this.
Well, you're going to be up in a second, pal. As soon as I'll go through my 70 men. Oh, I was so close, dude. I was so close.
You do realize running into those don't give you extra points.
No kidding. Right? You're going to run into my fist here in a minute.
Because this is definitely a competitive score game.
I agree.
And so what we'll do, we'll each get a practice game under our belts.
This is really hard.
Yeah. We'll each get a practice game under our belts, and then we'll play for high score.
Do you know in what country the sword was from? Because I do. I did a little research. When I get done get murdered here, I'll talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, that way we can demonstrate some good gameplay.
I just nose dove that one. Into the turf.
Now, Whirlybird, Curtis, huge fan of.
I love that game. In fact, I played the crap out of that the other night. I had such a good time playing that. Oh,
I think the biggest difference, Curtis, for Whirlybird was since it was on the Tandy, I could play the crap out of it. I actually do not remember Chopper Strike at all from the Coco days. I'm guessing we didn't have that when I was a kid.
Doesn't ring a bell for me
but
either.
Whirlybird, oh yeah, played the crap out of it. Yeah, and I don't know if Aaron is going to experience that or not.
Did you see that guy?
Yeah, he wanted you. You know, these aren't your friends. They want you to die.
To be honest, why do I have a freaking helicopter here against UFOs? That doesn't seem fair. They're UFO-freaking-Os, and there's a whole horde of these suckers. Oh, there was the end right there.
Also, you're in space, so how's the helicopter even working?
Well, no, it's night. It's nighttime. You're not in space.
I feel like you're in space.
I think it gave it to me. It did.
Yeah.
Thank you, sweet game. That right there is a plus in my book. Oh, here we go.
Now the cave board.
It's funny. Whirlybird is very. I was just playing the other night, and there's a portion of the cave in that's in the arcade, and they got it perfectly right, and it's incredibly difficult to maneuver through these caves, and I'm hoping that this doesn't have a repeat of that. Are these missiles coming down? You think are stalactites?
I think they're very poorly trained bats.
What they've had their wings clipped?
That's
and
right.
Says plummet. Man, I could use some of that sweet, sweet fuel.
Because if a bat the size of a helicopter went into the top of a helicopter blade, that's gonna destroy the helicopter.
Well, to be fair, it does do that in this. You know, what do you think? This has got halfway decent scrolling, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah, it does. It's a little jittery. It's a little jittery. There's no question about that. So am I. But you know, I was sitting there thinking, why do I like?
Oh no!
Why do I like?
That would have been horrible.
Whirlybird so much. But I don't like Super Cobra.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. It's basically the same game.
It is, and I guarantee it's because of the availability.
Cannons have activated. Holy God!
So since I never played Super Cobra in the arcade,
right, you know what that means. It's your time
coming back to it and trying to play it on emulator.
Yeah.
That's why it just never appealed to me. So I guess I'm gonna have to think about that in other games that I really enjoyed in my youth. If it's blurring my vision, it's just because I played them so much.
Carry away the booty, dude.
What's the fire key?
The number one. Oh, Alt, I believe it was. So I looked up a little
space.
I looked a little bit up on the old sword here. Now this thing came out.
It just shot. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
But it just shot. It's going through the screen and looping back.
That's fair. This thing came out, Brent, November of '82. What do you think about that?
Wow, really?
Yeah, it was developed by the Sword Computer Corporation. All right, SORD. This thing, of course, this was in Japan, and this had an introductory price of 49,800 yen, which was at that point that was 195 pounds. Apparently, this was also distributed in the UK, and in today's U.S. dollars, when this debuted, you look about $880.
Woo.
That's not too bad, really, for a computer in '82. They were expensive. This, guess what? Zilog Z80A at 3.58 megahertz. The Zilog's everywhere, man.
It is. It really is. That's the versatility of a chip.
Yeah. So, get this. This was also popular in Czechoslovakia, and because it was one of the it was considered one of the first affordable computers. They also had a game version of this, and they had models of this that were exported to South Korea. Kind of neat. It was sort of like this. It was about the same size with rubbery keys like a Spectrum. Get this here. Listen to where this thing was sold: Spain, Sweden, Norway, Finland, New Zealand, Canada, Denmark, and the UK, and the US even got this.
Really?
It was sold as the Sword M5 Creative Computer, included a carrying case. It's very similar to the MSX. It had a cartridge slot, right? But it didn't have much memory, and so that hindered the amount of action it got. It still got a lot of action from Konami and Namco, so they threw their hat in the ring on this. Of course, this is an arcade port right here, so
sure.
You know, I believe this is a Konami game, isn't it, Brent? Super Cobra? Did they do this one?
I honestly cannot recall, which is sad.
You know you're in trouble when you've got this. The other models of this were the M5 Pro and the M5 Junior. The old Junior. The operating system on this thing struck me as odd. It's got Basic F, Basic G, and Basic I. I don't know what any of that means.
Nope.
That's a new one on me.
I wonder if that's different versions. I'll have to say,
You're stinking too. Ha ha! In fact, you're doing far worse than I did.
How do you figure?
I got 24 grand, and you've only got 4 men left, and you've only got 8 grand. That stinks. Prove me wrong. You're taking a different approach. You're flying low.
Oh, yeah. Well, man, the red guys are just brutal.
That's why they're highlighted. Yeah, Konami. That's what I thought, guys. You know, I had Super Cobra, but I never once got to play it. It never worked.
Yeah,
that cabinet didn't have a monitor in it, and sadly it sat on my back porch under a tarp for a long time before I finally get rid of it. It wasn't in the best shape when we got it, though.
That was acquired through.
That was that big, massive amount of stuff we got when we rented that truck in Louisville.
And left the brakes on.
That's an adventure unto itself, right there. I like my chances right now. I'm really liking them.
It's all about if I get through the stage or not.
He doesn't want you to go. He was coming at you big time.
Now it's all about the 3 points.
Here he comes, folks. So you brought your own chair. I got you one. He's here. It's the boat. You caught us right in the middle of Super Cobra boat.
Oh, that's great.
Hang loose for a second. We'll move you in after the Brent gets done with this game here. Warm enough for you out there?
It's not that bad. It's about 40.
That's not a Socrate shirt you're wearing, is it?
Oh, yeah, actually could be. Yeah.
You didn't even know.
I got more of that one back.
Okay.
Those bats are 3 points.
Man, it's cold out there. We open that door. It's about, what would you say, about 39, 40 degrees
Yeah, he
out
said
there?
it's about 40. Oh,
So-
it's not that bad.
Rushi, you've missed the Socrates, the Socrates, V Tech. You also missed our, I guess we call it our homage or tribute to the
FM Towns.
Towns Marty. And right now you have entered during the Sword M5.
Yeah.
We're playing Super Cobra. Yeah. Don't enrage him this early, Curtis.
What happened?
He said, quick, find a port of Donkey Kong for boat.
Well,
His
I
renowned hatred for Donkey Kong and anything related to Donkey Kong is well documented. Oh, you're making a
Wow.
You're making a big comeback.
Wow.
You can make it. My God, that thing was over for business, wasn't it?
new strategy.
15. Good God. Well,
Oh, did you see that?
yeah, you suck. This is your last chance here. You better make this one count.
Well, I told you that we get warm-up games.
Oh,
Oh, review the footage. I said that.
I'm not reviewing. Now look, the cannon's not even shooting now. It's giving you. It's a gimme. Wow. All right, I'm gonna move Boat's chair in here.
All right. Are we putting it? What you want me to slide and you can slide?
Yeah,
with
we'll
me?
each slide a little
watch
bit.
your mic.
All right, hold on a second, folks. We're gonna move the boat into position
All right,
here.
well, I need to use the facilities before we.
Okay, back door's open. Go right in. So we're gonna not move the boat in for a second.
Sorry.
You can set that computer anywhere. Just sit on the thing there. Boat has brought over his TRS-80 color computer for me to tool around with, right, Boat?
Yep, I even got the breakout cable there so you can test it when it's done.
And you got, of course, a box of Kleenex.
Yeah.
Got a cold, do you?
Oh yeah. Well, it's not super.
When you get back, we'll move you in. I'm
Okay.
gonna play another game.
Yeah.
So-
We got your mic ready to go for you. Here we go.
All right.
Just go right in, Boats. It's open.
All right. Okay.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna try another round. This one counts. This is the counting
Well,
round.
now we start the. Well, it marks the high score, and we know you've got it. You really don't have to go that nuts on the space bar.
Oh yeah, I don't think I even used the spacebar last time. I'm pretty sure I didn't use it. I'm pretty sure I used the Alt tab key. Yeah, I did. I used Control. Control.
Well, it's all good. Maybe that gives you more points.
Well, no,
That's
maybe it's
probably what
much
it
less
was.
loud. That's wondering. Whoa, no.
Oh, and you got
Yeah.
lucky fuel.
Oh, now, lucky. Man, these missiles, these don't usually come out this early in the game. I wonder
No,
if we-
these are the hand grenade missiles.
Yeah, but they don't come out this early. I've played Super Cobra millions of times. These things are coming out super early. And they're strategically located. And these bombs drop straight down, too. You know what I mean? No. Oh, God. Homer. All right, here we go. The thing is, you can't strafe in this or you'll instantly get murdered. Look how high those missiles go.
Well, I think I don't have a problem with the missiles. I don't have a problem with how they travel. I don't have a problem with how fast they are. I do have a problem with them looping around the
Listen,
screen.
that's exactly what a real missile does.
It goes all the way around the planet.
That's
and
right.
Comes back
Just
at
like
you.
Superman.
For those watching at home,
Oh, no!
You ran out of
I couldn't
fuel.
figure out what was happening.
The game doesn't let you go all the way forward, but it lets you go a lot of the way forward.
Man, they don't give you much fuel on this level either. I mean, if you... Ah!
Wow. I think we can say you lucked up on that,
That was
first
pinpoint.
one.
What are you talking about? You got tons of men. I got it this time.
You do get plenty of guys.
You need them, too.
You do. The brutalness of this is brutal.
Like, if you miss that fuel, you're almost totally screwed, as I missed the fuel.
I'm pretty sure there's 2 fuels on the level. As long as you get one of them.
Look at the throw on those things. Unbelievable.
Oh, you're at the end of the level. That was the second fuel.
Get me out of here. Okay.
Now, Aaron, do you know the story behind Super Cobra at all?
The story. You're a cop or being accosted by UFOs. That's all I know. And you're trying to get money. Hold on a second, but we'll move you in after I finish my game here.
I brought a mic so we have all the same matching set.
I've got the mics all matched up.
They're all omnidirectional mics. You've got 3
Yeah.
omnidirectional mics.
Yeah, you can look. I've got it sitting here. You can check it out in the back. You can look right there. If I don't, you can plug yours in, pal.
How did you get 3?
You sent me everything.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I got it all, dude.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, man.
I wasn't sure.
Listen, we want you an omnidirectional, glorious omnidirectional sound.
Well, I am sort of omnidirectional just in my very being.
There you go. It's tough to only exist in like 2 or 3 directions.
Sorry, bud. This Cobra game shouldn't last too much longer
That's fine.
due to
Take your time,
my
man.
suckery. All right. Okay.
Aaron, do you remember what you paid? I mean, I know we got the Super Cobra in a bundle deal.
I believe for that whole bundle, which included a Moon Patrol, a Super Cobra,
Miss Pac-Man.
Miss Pac-Man. Oh, dadgummit. I think we paid $750.
I thought we got 4 games. Didn't we get one more?
We did. What was the other one? I don't remember the other one. I think it was just a generic cabinet. Did it have like an X-Men or something in it? We got so many cabinets back in those days, I can't even remember.
Rosh, Aaron says that we're not flying on space. We're actually on Earth just at night.
Yeah.
So, I also question the vacuum of space helicopter flight.
Here's my thing. UFOs are multi-atmospheric. They can travel in both space and in air, but helicopters can only go and land. There you go. I mean, that's the scientific. It's science, dude.
It is science, I guess.
I'm doing much better in this game.
I brought Diet Sprite if anybody wants
Sweet.
some.
How much caffeine's in that?
None.
Yeah, that's me out. All right. We're playing the Sword M5 boat.
Did you already go over this in the intro?
No, we did that in the
In the,
video. You missed it on your way
arcade video,
over.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll play it again. Oh, I got greedy.
That's awesome.
In several
I
hours.
saw the fuel and I was like, I gotta have me some of that sweet, sweet fuel. And I got killed. This level is the easier than the first 2 levels.
absolutely. Yeah, this is definitely Zone 3 is the easiest that we've went through.
Gotta watch these guys though. Gimme? Yeah. There it is.
But you got that one through bomb.
You know, I think this plays real well. I know you don't seem to be a big fan.
I agree. It does. It plays well.
But you can see how this computer didn't have the jack to stick around with given what was going on in Japan.
Well, yeah.
I'd wonder how well I wonder how many were sold overseas. You know, when I say overseas, I mean in Europe and in America and in New Zealand and all these other crazy places. Now look at these; they're going to hold out to the last second.
Well, again, it says I've never heard of it and you've never heard of it, so I'm going to guess it did not sell well.
Yeah, you're probably right. But then again, a lot of computers. I've never heard of the Dick Smith Wizard either.
Yeah, but it never made its way over here.
Here's this thing again. I know to avoid you,
No,
pal.
wait a minute. What did it was just like, oh, okay, I'll shoot once at Aaron.
It's shoot a random. So now it's loading up. Get past it. Get past it. Get past it. Oh!
I am so confused at the
That's going to be
firing
tough to get
pattern.
past right there, but I think I can do it. Here we go. First thing, shoot this. Shoot it. Oh! 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 Oh!
Oh, I think I get it.
Oh!
I think I understand how.
Whenever
the
you're in the
turrets work.
airspace, it shoots you. It's got pinpoint accuracy. Give me one more man.
You have one more man.
I know. I'm so close. I got to get that high. I got to beat my own score.
I don't think that's gonna
I
happen.
feel like I've done better, but my score is lower. Does that make any sense? Shoot, there it is. All right, let's move Boat in here, and we'll you can take your second game. Boat, you've got a chair that's far more comfortable looking than what I had for you. I will tell you that. Here, I'm going to de-mic for a second, everybody. Just cruise right on in there, Boat.
Considering that we're supposed to invade the base and carry away the booty, and we can't even get to the base, they probably sent the wrong guy for the job.
Probably so, yeah. Yeah, don't push it all the way against the wall.
Yeah.
Because you're on top of the router. There
Right,
you go.
There we go.
There you go.
All right.
Need
good.
anything while I'm up?
Yeah, just, you can
Go
get
ahead.
my drink.
What are you having today?
Little diet root beer.
Very good. Did you find the John okay?
I
Everything
did.
good?
Everything was fine. You keep a very clean restroom.
Thank you. I do.
Yeah.
I do. Okay, Boat, your microphone is right here. Clip
Thank
that
you.
on for us. Boat, we had more fun than any man should with your system. We played.
I enjoyed it tremendously. The only thing that cut me was that I was not here when you guys did it. But you can't affect the wheel. You know how that goes.
The wheel said, make Brett and Aaron suffer, and it did.
My favorite part of that system is how old Robo Crates dresses up in like the Old West outfit. And,
The looping missiles, man. It still bugs me.
Did the arcade? It seems like in the arcade, your the bombs arc in a little better, and this they come straight down. Am I insane, or is that? What do you think,
I
Bo?
do not remember Super Cobra enough to make a comment on
yeah,
that.
I'm not what you call an aficionado. Of
Do
Super
you
Cobra.
like Super Cobra?
I don't know it well enough to know.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever played it on any of our shows before.
It's again, I used to love it, and still do. You know, I tell you what, there's a Scramble, which
I was going to say, did this come out before or after
I
Scramble?
think this was after Scramble. Scramble is, which they're basically the same game in a lot of ways, but Scramble, the version they've got on the Vectrix is really good. I really enjoy that quite a bit. What time did you manage to get out of bed this morning?
Oh, I got up early. I was
yeah.
up at 7. I just, I had to, all that Amiga stuff, I wanted to get that all squared away. And,
Outstanding.
You know what?
What a. I told all the boys at Thanksgiving, I said, look what Bo just got. And they literally, it was Chad, and was it you? Were you there too? And I talked about it. And everyone just no-sold it.
reaction,
And Chad goes, meh. And then they said, they told me they took pleasure in making, when I'm excited about something, they take pleasure in not selling it.
I didn't.
So yes, you did.
I didn't say that.
You,
Chad
no, but you
said
do
it.
take pleasure in it.
No, I don't.
And so they saw how excited I was. They completely no-sold it.
The thing is
it's
they-
like I could have said like Bo would have gotten some chicken sandwich. They'd have been like, yeah. They'd been more excited about the chicken sandwich.
Oh, where was it from?
Oh, you just play the game. It was irritating. Man, you're having a hideous game, by the way.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I killed nearly everything in the first level, and my score was
you killed almost all your
3,000.
men.
I know. This opening segment has killed all my men. I just don't know why I can't get past it on a...
but it was interesting about the 1000. I really had no idea that it was superior in almost every way to the 500. I figured since the 500 came out so much later, it would be, but it was not.
The 500 was almost like a. I mean, listen, I'm no hardware expert, as I've proven time and time again. But to me, the 500 was sort of like the. You know how the 2000, the 500 was kind of like the budget version.
Right.
The 1000 didn't really have a budget version because
It
the
was the
500
only,
was
yeah.
sort of the in between point. But the 1000, I mean, except for it doesn't take up a ton more space than a 500. It's got all the ports. It's got the power supply built in. I mean, there's a lot going for it. So I agree with you, and I think you're the perfect guy to have a 1000.
Yeah.
Frankly, because it's right up your alley. It's a lot easier to use, and you won't be able to play everything, but you're gonna play most everything, and you'll be fine. I put a GoTech in mine. Good to go.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the way that I go.
And I can even show you how I rigged it up because I actually used the floppy slot. What you got to do is you get you a hot soldering iron and you melt a hole in there, and then you
It's
get a
sort of
razor blade, cut that off.
Soldering iron, Dremel, and razor blade all together.
Thank you, Curtis. I knew I wasn't insane. Yeah, there you go. That makes this game harder too. The fact that your bomb comes straight down.
I didn't even ask what we're playing. Is this Apple II?
This is the Sword M5.
Okay.
Yeah, the Sword M5.
And this was did this have a release in the United States?
It says they
limited,
did.
apparently.
Did you listen to this? I read this a second ago. This was released. Get this.
1996.
82.
Okay.
Spain, Sweden, Norway, Finland, New Zealand, Canada, Denmark, the UK, and the US. Mostly in Japan, though. It was a mostly Japan
Okay.
system. So much like a lot of the other systems, everything gets released in the United States.
Right.
But when they say it got released, it didn't really get released. Well, here's the moment of truth, Brent. You got three men.
I had turned this game around.
I will say you've improved here. Let's see if you can get past this. Brent's a good hand. So, did you see me kick the crap out of him in that girls fighting game?
I did. I enjoyed that tremendously.
I did too.
That was actually a much better game than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
We both felt that way, yeah.
I just wanted to have a girl fighting game, and I was like, man, there's one here on the. I should have done a whole video documentary on trying to get the FM Towns Mario to work in this event. Impossible.
We could actually. That would have been a great documentary.
Yeah, because it was if you want to see me
Fail.
it would have been R-rated as I screamed and pounded stuff and threw stuff. As far as I'm concerned, if we got the Socrates working,
Is that it?
Oh!
Oh, what does that mean?
Oh no, he did it.
Whoa!
Then you become incorporeal and you can just fly through the mountains.
Dude, I can't believe it. Well, they didn't give me any extra points.
Nah, I got nothing.
Oh, got a missile to the snout.
Now they've got helicopter-seeking missiles.
I am impressed that you managed to get that, I will say. Spiritually, oh no, I'm not going to say that. You're going to lose to me. But spiritually, I'll give you credit.
Oh man, the
you're
looping
in trouble.
missiles are back.
Can you believe I managed to get this extra gimmick hooked up without incident? I was stunned.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I actually worked hard to try to get everything to where it wasn't a disaster.
The extra gimmick is pretty nice. It's coming with me to Ireland.
Now,
so.
why this thing has extra slots? Why can't you use the 3 in that?
You'd think that you could.
Yeah.
And it's the ultimate JIP in terms of those other 2 slots. You can only hook up like guitar cables and stuff that doesn't require power.
Yeah.
XLR cables won't work except for the first 2.
You're kidding me.
I'm
How
not
bizarre.
kidding you. It's awful.
And
And
and there you go. You want to give us a shot, Bo? Do you want to?
No,
No, boat's out on this one.
anything with if we have a controller, but I'm not really set up to.
Well, this is pretty much everything after this. We pretty much are good to go with controllers.
Except for my choice for the
All right,
M5.
Brant. Let's talk about what you chose.
I went with a little game that John's already hated once, so we'll roll it again. Pooyan.
Pooyan. I think that's a fine choice myself. I like Pooyan.
I don't hate Pooyan. I just hate the Coco port of Pooyan.
Why? Hit the
Well,
button,
I don't
Georgia.
hate it. I don't hate it like Donkey King, but it's inferior to the other 8-bit ports.
Curtis, as you came in, when you were out, he said, quick, find the M5 port of Donkey Kong for both. I had to
Roush,
laugh.
how much was it on eBay? If you got the numbers handy.
Sort of cost you. Now
This looks great.
do we need a practice round of this?
Move your mouse, Aaron.
Oh, sorry. There you go. Go nuts.
Now this I would put on par with. It's sort of halfway between the Spectrum and the Atari 8-bit port.
Oh man, I didn't.
but the
need to
screen
get
is
to
drawn correctly.
You know what this reminds me of? Is
Pooyan?
no, it reminds me of the SG-1000.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely,
in that area,
absolutely.
which we both love.
Yeah.
You know, by the way, just since we're on the subject of Pooyan and Donkey Kong, I went and played the 8-bit version of Donkey Kong. In fact, I shot some videos with the Atari 8-bit version of this and the Atari 8-bit version of Canyon Climber and the Atari 8-bit version of Donkey Kong. I did them all. And then I played the Coco versions of these. And I think you were. I like the Coco version of Pooyan. It's not that much different than the Atari, but the Atari one's a little bit better because of the way the screen is set up.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the graphics.
There's not a ton of difference, to be honest with you. And the Coco version has the opening scene. It's apparently the only one that has it.
Mm-hmm. The Coco was the king of having the opening
and
scene.
then when it comes to Donkey Kong, it's funny. I still like Donkey King better, but one thing that the Atari had, it's funny. Donkey King on the Coco was a smidge too slow, and Donkey Kong on the Atari is too fast.
It does run fast.
So what you need is a happy medium, and what I would like to have is the colors from the 8-bit version on the Coco, but all the actual boards and gameplay of the Coco version. And then when it comes to the barrels being not like the arcade, that don't kid yourself, the 8-bit version's exactly as
No,
crazy.
it's not. I played it last night.
Listen, I've played it plenty of times. The barrels do not follow the arcade pattern.
But it's nowhere near the nonsense that Donkey King is.
They're both different. They're both different.
Yeah,
And
one's
so-
good and one's bad.
No, that's not true. They're both good. They both have their merits. Now, I will say I haven't played the new. I watched your popular video on the updated hack for the Atari 8-bit Donkey Kong. I haven't played it yet.
They didn't change any of the AI.
But I mean, the graphics look pretty good.
Yeah.
On it. So there's that. But I think honestly, all kidding aside, I think there's merit in both versions.
If you want to play a version, now I am no Donkey Kong expert. I'm nowhere close to what you guys are. But the Famicom, aka Nintendo Entertainment System, was programmed from Jump Street to run a perfect game of Donkey Kong. even though all the boards aren't there. Because I mean, it makes sense. It was designed to sell Donkey Kong, just like the ColecoVision.
I'm sorry, you were talking about which
the Famicom, the NES.
Oh yeah. You know, it's funny. I've played a lot of that here recently. Believe it or not, that's a long story. But I will say the NES version is top shelf.
Which, I mean, makes sense.
It does have all the
produced by
screens.
Nintendo. It doesn't have the Cement Factory.
It doesn't have the cement in it? Oh, I could have sworn it did.
I have issue with this Pooyan.
Oh, what? What's wrong with it? Look, it's even got color clash.
The patterns.
Oh, it does.
The patterns that the wolves are coming on screen. I'm guessing it's because they can't have as many wolves as they need.
Log me on in there. I tried your normal password. It didn't work for me.
But they don't come up in patterns where you can shoot the meat and hit like 6 of them at one time, which means you can't get the scores that you would normally get. It also takes away a ton of the difficulty. I think 3 is the most they can have on screen.
See where it says Wolf 21?
Yeah, something's remaining.
Okay, is that in all the versions?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I just never noticed.
What do you do now? I typed it in and hit join. Oh, okay. Okay, I know what it is. It's funny how often I've had to sit in here and try to figure out my own passwords.
I like your Amiga Ireland Zool mask up there. Have you noticed that? You know, when you sit, this is the first time I've sat in here facing you see, it's like a whole new world.
Well,
Look up.
if you look around the arcade, a lot of the things I've gotten here were gifts or mementos.
Yeah. What is that? What is that over there? Is that Ohio Grassman?
That is the Grafton monster.
He's headless.
Yeah, he's basically a big like earth monster. Often with a clubbed foot and
I'll get this eventually. It's bad when you can't remember your own Wi-Fi. Brent, do you remember the Wi-Fi for in here?
nope. You tried to. I think if you get the blinking balloon, that even if there's wolves left, the stage just ends.
Well, you didn't get. There he goes. I thought you were boned.
Sock Masters Donkey Kong Redux. I have not.
Yeah, if I can't beat the first round of Donkey King, I don't think I'm going to try something harder. That sounds like a nightmare.
I've been wanting. I want to put together a video on Donkey King like I did Sailor Man, and the problem is I can't get to the cement factory. I finally got there the other day, but my performance was so bad that I didn't want to put it up on the net. So I'll try it again.
Why is that one guy waving around and throwing apples straight down? I don't remember that from the arcade. Oh, okay. They're to block arrows. All right. I'll buy it.
Let's see if my phone says my password. That is bad. I apologize, but I'm.
That's okay.
My
I
memory
can
is
see the
just
chat
horrible.
easier in my.
My memory is just the dirt worst.
Yeah, you should have. We had to reset the main computer, and it took like 20 minutes trying to figure out the password. He's really bad with passwords.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Your apologies mean nothing.
Thank you.
I took advantage of the Black Friday sale to purchase a new capture card. I finally broke down and bought the Elgato HD 60S.
You gave up on the wacky one?
I'm just going to keep the wacky one for wacky times. But when I'm actually looking to capture something without wanting to kill myself, I will go with the Elgato. And it's lag free too, which means that like I can capture from like the SGI machine without having to worry about hooking up an additional monitor.
Yeah.
Man, the board got brutal all of a sudden. I'm using the word brutal a ton today. I don't know why.
Because Brutal's in the chat?
I don't think he is.
No, he's in there. He was in there.
It's continuous call out to Barracuda. He's become my spirit animal. Yeah, it's unfortunate that the way the points add up on this are completely different from the arcade. 100% different.
You're having a good run.
Not really. I'm dead. Oh,
Ooh.
arrow saved me. Although I'm infested with wolves now.
So I don't know if you had a chance to watch my 1000 video yet, Aaron.
I flipped through it.
I got a huge, crate of game or discs.
Yeah.
Not a one of the only original software was the copy software. It's like Marauder or something like that.
Did you get any boxes or manuals or anything?
It was all copied games. All copied games.
Well, what were they copied for the Coco? I mean, for the Coco.
Yeah, they were all Coco games.
For the Amiga or
Yeah.
for the Commodore?
The Commodore actually had some originals,
Oh,
but the
yeah?
Amiga was 100%. So
You got an actual copy of Marauder?
yeah,
That's pretty cool. I've never seen that.
made by the same guys who did Hybris, oddly enough.
It's funny because I know I've copied Hybris, so I guess they were too good at their job.
And then there's also a C64 emulator that was included with the Amiga, and also a DOS emulator, which I don't know how that works, but
With the Amiga 1000. Well, that's probably why they had. So the emulator what you talking about was a disc based.
yeah, it was disc based.
That's probably why they had the 5 1/4 inch. I was wondering if you opened it up. You didn't see any add-ons internally, did
No,
you?
there's no.
I didn't see you actually take the metal off.
Well, I talked to the chat, and they were like, the 1000 really allowed for no internal expansion.
That's not true. I had 2 different Amiga 1000 internal options.
What did you have?
I had the at once card stuck in there. That's a PC emulation card. And I had another GIMP. What was the other thing I had in there? I had another thing. By the way, the little memory box you had on the side, that's exactly what I thought it was. It's a 2 meg upgrade. I had
Yeah.
one just like it.
Okay.
Exactly like it.
Well, sometime maybe during Computer Club we can open it back up again and poke around in there.
But I don't remember my own password. I can't think of it. So here's what we'll do. You can access chat on this, and you can just log in. How's that? That's
Sounds
easy
good.
enough. So because I'm not using it, and I have to open the router and see what the password. That's pretty bad.
That is bad.
My God, you're still in your first game. You're killing it today.
Still my first man.
This is obviously brutally easy.
No, actually, I'm not on my first man. It's. I mean, in the arcade, the only way I ever died on Pooyan is trying to get major points. I mean, I could play Pooyan for many, like
In the
a dozen
arcade,
stages.
I thought
Yeah.
the arcade was pretty tough.
Oh, I never thought so. They block your shots a lot more, and you can't. In the arcade, even when they're blocking your shot, you can still hit the top of the balloon. You can't do it on this.
Picard, that webpage saves my hiney many times.
Archive.org.
Yeah, the transformer, Paul. That's exactly. I used to use that. That was the DOS. Is that what you got from the DOS simulation? Do you remember, Boat?
I'm sorry.
The disc you had for the Coco for the DOS. Do you remember what the name of it was? Was it called Transformer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it, Paul. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've used that. I mean,
And
yeah,
that was an original disc as well.
it's slow. Wow, man, put those away. It's slow, but it does work. I mean, I used to use it all the time to transfer. I was always stunned that the Amiga could just inherently do that stuff. It just always blew my mind.
Yeah, and so it came with the box had a C64 in it, but no 1541 or anything. So I think the guy was using. Do you know anything about the speed of the C64 emulator on the Amiga?
Well, it's a piece of hardware, so I don't know. Funny, I asked around, and I don't think I talked to anybody that actually. Wow, I don't even remember. I don't think I ever got this far. What's guys throwing apples?
Yeah, they block your shots.
Oh, I see. Man, the wolves got clever. This is clever. Anyways,
I'm in trouble.
I don't know, to be honest with you, but it would be awesome if you could use the drive to. But then again, the guy had a C64. Maybe he just got disgusted eventually. He's like, screw it, I'm just going to buy a C64.
Yeah, but that's true. But there's a ton of C64 games.
By the way, if you need a 1541, I'm your hookup. I've got like 3 or 4 of those things.
Yeah, what I want to do is go over to
Hey.
The Future Was 8-Bit World and just pick up one of those SD card solutions as well as a fast loader.
All right, Aaron.
All right, I'm ready to go.
You're up.
Oh, sorry.
Let me relocate my cold one here. I'm going to put
Here,
your phone over here.
I'll just stick it in
bud.
my pocket.
Okay.
That way I won't forget it.
All right,
Otherwise I
here we
will.
go. Oh, did you catch your score?
It saves ties.
And what the keys are same as last game?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can go. I love Pooyan Boat, as you know.
I know.
Great game. Great
It
game.
is, and what I like about it is it's super original and clever. Mm-hmm. I know I'm not going to do as well as Brent. Brent was killing it.
The animation on the top pigs, not as smooth as the arcade version.
Hey, Roushie, what do you need to connect the, if you do go the Pi route, what do you need to connect the Pi to the C64? Is there some sort of special cable? This has got music, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or am I hearing the music?
Yeah, it's turned
okay.
down, so yeah, it does have
Okay.
music. Yeah, absolutely.
Ironically, the
Oh,
Huey public can hear it better
that's
than us.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
On the first level, on the first board, I get nailed. I've always liked this game, but I'm not always that good at this game. The meat comes out less on the first level than I'm used to. In the Coco version, that's what I've been playing most here recently. And notice that the sprockets up there don't spin when you move.
Yeah, and the pigs don't pull the pulleys. But I mean, this is unfortunately, it looks great. It sounds great.
It plays
It
real well.
great, but the heart of the game is absent.
Can
Which
you
is-
send me a link to that, Rishi?
What's the heart of the
In
game?
the chat.
It doesn't have the proper drop downs of the wolves where you can combo them for points.
Well, they are coming down. That you're not getting the fives. That's true.
Well, I mean, not only that, but the meat doesn't arc correctly.
Yeah.
Terry says she can't hear the music. No in-game sound at all.
Really?
Okay, I'll check on. That's weird because it should be coming through. Well, after this, we'll figure it out. You can't do it now, Brent. It won't work. I won't be able to play.
I know how things are. I'm waiting for your. All right, so we can hear it better than chat. Oh, that sucks because you missed all the Super Cobra sounds.
I don't remember any of them,
It went.
so I don't. You're gonna miss the audio on something. This is it. Okay, here we go. I'm getting a rhythm now.
How does it feel, Aaron, to be a mama pig?
It feels great.
Also, what do you think of Pooyan?
I love it. I think this is a really good version. I'm not having any trouble at all with it.
So what do you hope comes up on the wheel next, Aaron?
What do I want next?
That would be why you couldn't hear the sound. It was muted.
Thank you. Oh, here we go.
So chat, things should improve now.
You know, I noticed that I haven't seen really an option screen on any of these games. So I'm wondering if there's an option button like on the Atari, or it just doesn't have any option.
Any option you want.
They want you to just get in the game, go, go, go.
I mean, 82 was still, things are still pretty basic about stuff.
I think it just depends on the programmer. I mean, look at all the Tom Mix games or all the the Coco games. They've all got options out the yin yang, and they're from the same time.
They don't
period.
all. I can tell you that right now. We've been spoiled. A lot of the picks we've had have been what I would consider some of the higher quality Coco games. So, but the one thing I think having the option button and start button like the Atari's got, it lends you to use that stuff more.
Very true.
You agree with that?
Yeah. Hey, Dunk. Thanks for stopping by. That was what they hoped, that the F keys would be used the same way. When the 1200 XL came out, they had this whole row of function keys, but it was very rare that developers actually used those because only about 1200 XLs were sold.
I think a lot of things like that, that was nice, is when you take your program from one computer to another computer that doesn't have an option button, then you have to program an option screen in anyway, so why don't you just do it by default?
I think that's one of the things I like about this is a sort of a stretch, but it's one of the things I like about the Turbo Graphics. You've got that every game has that rapid fire button, and so they can use that, without having to shoot. Well, that stinks.
Wow.
I know. You want to try to give her a whirl?
Like I said, whenever we start using a controller, and I can.
All right. What do you think, Brent? You want to go another round? Or you want to call it move on?
I think you should at least give it one more shot. You played for like 4 minutes.
Well, I know. I'm embarrassed by that.
Oh, Pixels he's back at Pixels headquarters now. Party can officially start.
Beautiful. I was talking earlier when we started the program, and actually Graham was in here, or not Graham, but Gary. It was 2 a.m. in Australia, so he was up.
Very early.
Yeah. Oh, how?
They block so much more in this.
I was thinking that too. I was like, man, it seems like they got the sticks up early in this.
Also, you can't hit in the arcade, as I said before. You could hit the top of the balloon.
What? Did you see that?
And you can't hit the top. The meat, you have to hit the wolf, not the balloon.
They don't seem very hungry. he was going to get through.
I think someone, I think everyone would agree with this. This is loosely based off of like Three Little Pigs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah.
Well, there's a wolf and
Wolf,
there's
and
pigs.
he's coming after
Right,
the
but
pigs.
the wolf is the natural enemy of pigs. The Three Little Pigs, they weren't mama pig with sons and daughters. They were like three like brother pigs.
Right. So like I said, loosely based off Three Little Pigs.
Man, I can never get that third wolf.
I don't think it arcs right. I really don't.
Man, I'll tell you what, there's no resting from the fire button in this one. You're pumping arrows at these guys. Come on, are you kidding me?
So what have we done so far? We've done FM Towns.
Our total so far have been
We did the FM Towns. We did the
Sword,
VTech.
the FM Towns, and the
Socrates.
VTech.
Oh shoot!
You are.
I know.
I thought you were good at this game.
I am.
Aaron.
I'm just telling you, I've played so many different versions of this recently. It's hard to pick up another one.
I at least hope you picked up the other ones better than you picking up this.
This one, I mean, I would put this squarely, like you said, in between the Coco and the Atari 8-bit version.
This one's very playable. There's no doubt about that. It plays pretty well. But the Coco version does have the proper wolf allottage, and this one doesn't.
Is there a Black Friday sale going on at The Future Was 8-bit today, Rousey?
Everyone's got them.
Yeah,
Figured they'd be more of a Cyber Monday type affair.
true.
What you?
Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding me? Did you see that?
I don't know if it's possible to destroy that one.
It is.
Let's see if it's gonna cost you a man. That's what. I mean, it got you 5 more wolves.
How many additional wolves? Oh, I gotta kill him again? I'm just gonna concentrate on him full time.
No way that could fail.
Oh, you did it.
Take out your extra points. You're point farming.
Good God, that's hard.
Fuchsia Friday.
Here we go. Yeah, the Black Friday, we went out last night, Bo, and it was,
Was it a madhouse over at
no,
Walmart?
it wasn't that bad at all. It was nothing compared to the times I've been out
Well,
before.
that's because they never close.
No, but it's not. It's just that it was there. The TVs and stuff were gone pretty quick. But I mean, really, TVs are just pretty. We proved that.
Yeah, TVs are just cheap in general.
Yeah.
Last man, Aaron.
They had a 50-inch for like $149, which is a good deal. You know, don't get me wrong. But of course, they were gone instantly.
Yeah.
But also, you know, I was telling the Chud, I'm like, you know, Chud only wanted a 55-inch TV, and he wants to literally. He's got one of those old projector TVs.
Oh my
And he wants to put the screen of a LCD TV on where the other screen is.
That sounds like Chad.
That sounds. Listen, I endorse that plan. You know, but it has to be a 55-inch TV.
It's got to
to
fit perfectly.
be big enough.
Yeah.
You know? That's a meat jerk.
I picked up Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey for $30 a piece over at Target.
It's not bad. Not bad at all.
So that should do
That
me
Mario
for-
game is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm enjoying Luigi's Mansion a ton.
Yeah, that's exactly right, hon. The deal started on Thursday
Yeah.
and just kind of kept on rolling.
Now it's just a whole weekend.
Well, Aaron, that was embarrassing.
I'm sorry.
I can no longer call you.
I'm
my
sorry,
brother.
chat and everybody in the chat room. So that right there.
I look like I'm like 800 miles behind you guys, by the way.
That's what it's just.
Like I'm not. This is how they filmed The Hobbit. We figured it out.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
And our little buddy. It's like having Rey Mysterio here.
The Mystery
So,
Mountain.
Brett, pass me that pie piece over here. So this one was requested by Anthony Jarvis. There it is. The Sword M5. I think that was a good one, guys. I really like